You're just such a ham.
Whoa.
Hey, welcome to From My Garden. I'm Curtis Higgins, my son Curtis Jr. We're picking melons. We're going to talk about these in a few minutes up on the stage. This is a nice little Persian melon that Curtis grabbed and brought over to me. I've got a Charlene melon here. We'll be talking about those. We were just inspecting the watermelon to see if we could find some nice ripe watermelons, and it's like we're going to need a couple more days. No, son, that was not quite ready to pick. Let's go upstage here, go up here on the cooking set here and talk about melons and apples. I've got a melon salad coming up. I've got an apple salad coming up. Jump up. There we go. We're just going to have a whole lot of fun from my garden today. Curtis, say goodbye. Go over and sit with Sonic. Go over and sit there. Sit. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, you can stay right there then. Anyway, we've got a lot of fun from my garden today. Working with apples first stuff. Let's talk about apples first. You've seen me go out and pick apples on my apple trees. I've got 50 trees in the garden here, 50 apple trees in the garden. We try to use them as often as we can. But today I thought I'd go with some, I've got a Granny Smith and some red delicious apples. I'm going to make a nice little apple salad. And I love covering the tips when it comes to buying apples every day for you. You want to take, and one of the key things in buying apples is the stem. Okay, make sure the stem is nice and green. If the stem is dried out or missing, that means the apple is old. It could be more, it's likely to be mushy and soft when you bite into it. And you want a nice crunch when you bite into an apple. Oh, I've got the local commuter plane flying over, so I'm going to wave to it, and a flock of birds. If you hear that kind of buzzing by, it's just an airplane. What a beautiful, beautiful sight. Anyway, when you're out up here in Fetzer Winery, the home of my garden, you can see the planes fly overhead. But back to our apples. Should be nice and firm. You don't squeeze the life out of them, but when you feel the apple, you'll feel the firmness in it. If the stem is missing, always check the blossom end. That should be nice and green, and you're safe there, okay? Nice green stem and green blossom end of the apples. What are the varieties I have? I have the Golden Delicious. The Red Delicious is still the number one seller in the country. The Golden Delicious is a close second with now the Granny Smith coming up real fast. There's also another apple that's making its way on the scene, the Fuji Apple, and here it is. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful apple? The Fuji Apple. A lot of nice Fujis are being grown now in Oregon and also up in you want to see the apple? Okay. A lot of nice Fujis are being grown now in Oregon and also Idaho, believe it or not. But anyway, there's the Fuji apple. You like that apple, son? Yeah, he likes that apple. Let's go over and talk about some melons now. We've talked about apples. As far as storing apples, I want you to store them in a cool, dry place, okay? It's all right to refrigerate your apple if you want to eat them that afternoon, but I don't want you to keep apples in the refrigerator. That causes them to get mushy. Now, here's our melon. These are the two that we picked out in the garden. That's that Persian melon. And as the Persian melon, I wanted to use that one, so I picked it now. As it ripens on the vine, you'll see the netting go from this green color. Yes, son. It'll go from, yes, you can eat that. It goes from that nice green color to an even more dark color like this Charlene melon here. Let me slice this Charlene melon. I want you to see the flesh inside the Charlene melon. When buying melons, let your nose be the guide. If you smell the blossom and you smell a nice floweriness. Now, also they have a little give. You see the little give in the tip of that melon? That's another key sign of ripeness. Let me show you a little tip that I have when it comes to melons. Thumbs up, okay? Press it down on your index finger. Use your other index finger and press. About as much give as in the tip of that thumb. That's what you want in a ripe melon. Also, peaches and nectarines are the same way. Let's cut this one open. I want you to see the inside of this beautiful, beautiful melon. Oh, here's another tip, too. When you pick the melon up, if you hear a sloshing sound, stay away from it. That means the seed pocket has dropped, the seeds are released, and the melon is on its way out, okay, as far as ripeness or goodness. Oh, that sounds and smell. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful melon? Look at the inside. And the smell that, oh, it's just divine. We've got a melon salad coming up today that's just really, really nice. I've got an apple salad for you off the top, as well as later on, we're going to do a citrus salad. In fact, citrus, oh, I've got a blood orange. Let me show you this blood orange before we get too far away here. I've got some blood oranges. Blood oranges is a red flesh orange. Look at the outside of that. Isn't that gorgeous? You see the tint, it's like the beautiful colors coming out of the skin. I'm going to slice this and let you see the insides of this. Just gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This orange would be great as a garnish. They also, when a recipe calls for orange rind, go ahead and if you buy blood oranges, go ahead and grate that rind and store it. You can store that orange rind in the freezer. Just go ahead and freeze it and use it whenever it calls for recipes. It has a great, great flavor. The orange, the peel does there, that orange zest. Isn't that a gorgeous, gorgeous color there? Beautiful. We're going to use that in our citrus salad. And you can also remember, squeeze a little orange juice over your apples once you peel them to keep it from turning that dark color. I like to use sweet citrus whenever I'm using a sweet fruit like peaches, pears, those type of things. I use a sweet citrus. That's what keeps them turning color. Sometimes you'll see where it says use lemon juice. I use the orange juice or pineapple juice. That citrus keeps that fruit from darkening up. Okay. So, we've got another one of the nice melons here. We've covered apples. Let me show you two more melons before we get going. Here's one, a Cassava Melon that's very popular in Northern California, nice melon. Also the Cranshaw. Cranshaw is one of the sweetest melons there is when you get it at its peak flavor. And here's a little bitty watermelon that Curtis picked before the show. It's not quite ripe. Daddy didn't get to him in time to keep him from breaking it off the stem. So we'll use that just as garnish on the show today. We're going to take a break. Come back. We're going to start out making our beautiful apple salad. Then we'll wrap up with our wonderful, we'll do our melon salad and then a citrus salad before the day. Say goodbye to everybody, see? Say, see you later. I got an apple. Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Just a beautiful, beautiful day in my garden. The show is From My Garden, and I'm Curtis Akins. Gonna make that wonderful, wonderful apple salad for you, and with a yogurt dressing. Let me grab a couple of apples here that we'll cut up and get our salad going. I've got two Red Delicious, a a Granny Smith. Let's find a Golden Delicious as well. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, ooh, yeah. There we go. We're going to do this apple salad. This recipe is one I came up with, when was this? What was the year the Super Bowl was in Tampa? Anyway, I was down doing a show with Conrad Doble, the old lineman for the Buffalo Bills. It was Buffalo and the New York Giants. We were doing this show, and the station that asked me to come down said, we want a dressing to celebrate the occasion. I said, okay, well, all apple salads. We had the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bill, or another New York team. All apples, right? I'll use New York State apples, and a Florida dressing using yogurt and strawberries. Because ooh, nice strawberries from Florida. Anyway, that's where this recipe came from. I've got the apples. I'm going to cut up, although today look at this. I've got my apple core. Curtis, wake up. Stop chit-chatting. Watch this. We'll just push it right through. There we go. Keep coring. If it gets stuck, just keep coring them. Remove the stem and core them out. There we go. And now we can dice them up all so easily. Yeah. Just go ahead and core your apple and then dice them up to make our apple salad. I'm leaving the peels on. Okay. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful apple? That's the Granny Smith. Let's just cut that in half and then we'll ring it. Yeah. We got nice diced apples. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful Granny Smith apple there for our salad. This is such an easy, refreshing salad. It'd be good for breakfast. I think it's great as a dessert, be it at lunch or dinner. And it's just something nice to have on hand when the kids run in from a hot day picking in the garden, picking fruit and vegetables in the garden. There's our green apple. Let's get some red apple in there for color. This is a beautiful salad once you get it made up. And aren't that nice? Beautiful, crunchy, golden and red delicious apples there. Get all those into the bowl. Such an easy salad to make. You're seeing me do this right here. Let's go this way here. Big chunks of apple. We can make them smaller. Right in the bowl there. And I'm going to do this, the Florida dressing, I call it, the all apple salad with Florida dressing. I'm going to take and add some citruses. I've got two different types of citrus. I've got a blood orange and the regular orange. Now, certain times of year in Florida, there are about 5 or 6 different citruses that are available. You can get tangerines, tangelos, navel oranges, and Valencia oranges. Then mix those juices and you get a wonderful, wonderful combination. So remember that. That was the idea behind that dressing for the Super Bowl. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to mix 2 different types of citruses, so 2 types of citrus with yogurt. I've got a strawberry yogurt. You can use a plain yogurt, just dice out some fresh strawberries and mix it in to make your strawberry yogurt. Then I'm going to add some of the regular orange juice along with the blood orange. Here's our whole orange, a navel orange. And look at isn't that gorgeous? Just slice that open. Oh yeah, and I'm going to remove the seed there and just squeeze some fresh juice right into my yogurt. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't take much, just a little of that nice fresh citrus. It's just gorgeous. Oh, and we're going to take and mix that up really well. Let me get my a little fork here. We'll mix that better with a fork. Now I'm going to add some blood orange to that. Look at that. That's the juice from the blood orange. I cut a blood orange a little early, and you saw the nice flesh. That's the juice. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of the blood orange juice to our strawberry yogurt. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now this juice in some of the fancier hotels sells for as much as $50 a pitcher for the blood orange juice. So go out and buy your own oranges and make your own blood orange juice. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, now we're just going to simply pour our dressing over the top. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And just toss it. And just toss it over. Coat all of the apples in that dressing and chill it. Then it's ready to serve. It's ready to serve. be it right away, or like I said, whenever the kids come in from a hot day. If it's a hot day or wherever you're across the country, you want to have a springtime feel in the middle of winter, go ahead and mix up that all-apple salad with Florida dressing. Now, you saw little Curtis and I coming in picking some melons, and here we are. We've got going to make a melon salad here. This is one of those things you just ball up the melons and serve it. Isn't that beautiful? Well, it's kind of like a rainbow in the middle of your afternoon or evening. I've got some honeydew balls, cantaloupe balls, watermelon, and also the Persian melon. That's just the beautiful, beautiful flesh of the Persian melon. When you cut your melons open, go ahead and scoop the seeds out. Then you're ready to ball them up. Just have a good time making melon balls. I'm going to get a little piece of paper towel here so we can I'm going to put that right there just to put my seeds on, because I'm going to dry these seeds and we're going to plant them next season, because this was our good melon. So we're going to just dry them. Put on a little paper towel to absorb the moisture and dry these for next year's harvest. Just go ahead and scoop those out. Let's show you the inside of this once I get all the seeds scooped out. Isn't that nice? The Persian, oh, this is Charlotte, I'm sorry, the Charlotte melon. Now, let me go ahead and fold these up. I'm going to put them in my little storage area. Got a little storage area right here. Isn't that gorgeous? That's a gorgeous flavor. Just a little green tint on the outside, and it gets white as we move into the middle. Got some nice little melon ballers. And just scoop it out. Whoops. Take your time and scoop out the balls. There we go. Go inside, just scoop them out and make your melon balls for your salad. Melon balls can also be frozen. Melons are extremely nutritious. Cantaloupe, watermelon, honeydew, all those guys are really, really nice. And the great thing I feel like about melon salads is that you don't really need a dressing, okay? You can just take and place your melons in your plate. Just let your guests serve themselves up. Look at all that color when you add those melons. Now, if you want to, you can add some citrus juice to it, just a little orange juice over the top or whatever, but I honestly don't think you need to. What I also feel is great with the melon salad, fresh mint. And we have some right here, some fresh mint. Little spearmint with the melons. Now, what I'd like you to do, remember this little tip here. When making your melon salad, dice the mint up. Use some for garnish, but take and break those leaves up. We're going to put a couple of those nice big leaves there for the garnish. But I really want you to take a couple of leaves and just dice them up so you break them open and get all those oils, all that flavor of that fresh mint to come out in your melons. The flavor is incredible. And if you want to, we're going to make a little chiffonade, roll them up there, and just dice it up. Does not take much. A little goes a long way. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? We'll sprinkle those over. And if you want to make some fresh pickled melons, add a little bit of vinegar, just a dab of vinegar. You can add some fresh dill to that and just a pinch of sugar, and you can make fresh pickled melons. I served that to Julia Child and Paul Prudhomme on the same day, and they both loved it. So this kid here, Curtis Akins, at the time, it was back in '89 when I met Julia and Paul for the first time, and they both loved it. So I was kind of walking on air the whole day after that. Okay, we're going to get ready for a break here, take a look at my melon salad and all the wonderful surroundings on the way out. We'll come back up, and I've got a citrus salad for you I think everybody's going to love. It's a beautiful day in my garden. I hope it's nice wherever you are.